Okay, hello, namaskar. Devi or Sajano, good to see all of you today. My name is Bobby Dsouza. I'm a motivational speaker. I am an author of the book Fallen to Rise. If you're able to hear my voice, if you're able to hear me, just write yes, I can hear you so that I know that you can hear me. But good evening from India, Mumbai. It is okay. Good evening to everybody who is logging in right now. And I'm so delighted to take a few minutes today to come live. Being live is something that I've always wanted to do, but unfortunately, due to my schedules and things like that, it becomes a little bit of a difficulty for me, to come live. But I have now decided to be more live. And my goal is that every Saturday I want to come live at least once so that I can exclusively, communicate with all of you today. So it is such a pleasure to see all of you today. And everybody who's joined in, Pradeep Patel, nice to see you. Smita, good to see you. Thank you so much for that. Minakshi, good to see you. Uh, Ruhi, good to see you. And everybody else who's seeing this live, and those who are going to see it, let's say today evening, tomorrow, day after tomorrow, whenever you're going to see this, I want to say good evening to you and to the wonderful Mary D'Souza, who happens to be my wonderful mother. It is good to see you. Good evening to you. And Dev Parel, good to see you too. So today, we're going to be talking about the four factors that can actually improve your personality. So, what I'm going to do is, Dev Varel, good to see you. I just want to broadcast this message for a few people. So nice to see you, people. The wonderful Mary D'Souza, my mother, good to see you. Pradeep Patel, nice to see you, buddy. And all right. Smita Patil, thank you so much for your support and your kindness. And always as supportive as you are, Minakshi, thank you so much for your time. Ruhi, it is good to see all of you today. And Prashanta Patel, good to see you today. What a pleasure to see you today. And okay, all right, Shubham Yadav, good to see you. Pleasure to see you. And Ruhi, good to see you too. So Amit Kumar, nice to see you. I'm going to put off this chats because if I keep if I keep looking at the chats, I will not be able to give you what I'm going to say. Amit Kumar, good to see you and good to see all the hearts from you. Nice picture, by the way, from you. But the topic is very interesting today. The topic is वो कौन से ऐसे चार फैक्टर है that will help you to improve your personality. What are the factors that can help you to improve your personality is the question that I have for you. So in the chat button, according to you, what do you think are the four factors to improve personality? If you can write down in the chat button, and I will highlight or broadcast your message. But in the meanwhile, let me just share a few thoughts that I have on this. I was just doing a little research, and before we look at the four factors, जो चार कैरेक्टर ट्रेट्स जरूरत है टू बिल्ड अ ग्रेट पर्सनैलिटी, अपनी पर्सनैलिटी को बिल्ड करने के लिए, वो जानने से पहले इट इज़ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर यू एंड आई टू नो what exactly is personal development or what exactly is personality development. I know it may sound very basic for a few, but reminding yourself बहुत ज़रूरी होता है, बहुत important होता है. तो Minakshi says it is communicating effectively. Great. Anybody else has got another thought? What do you think is, what do you think it is? So just write down your thoughts. So personal development can include any skill. कोई भी skill आप build करना चाहते हैं जो आपको help करता है improve करने के लिए. Any skill that can help you to improve your personality, your personhood. And in personality, what are the traits that are involved? Number one, your emotions. How do you manage your emotions is very very critical, very very important. आप अपनी भावना को, अपने इमोशंस को कैसे मैनेज करते हैं एवरी डे. एंड बिकॉज right now with the economic downturn and the challenges and people working from home, in all these situations, how do you manage your emotions, how do you manage your stress is very very important. The other part of personality also involves हाउ डू यू मैनेज योर थॉट्स, आप अपनी सोच को कैसे कैसे इस्तेमाल करते हैं. हाउ डू यू मैनेज योर थॉट्स, बिकॉज it is said that can human being have around more than 60,000 thoughts in a particular day. Correct? In a particular day, a human has more than 60,000 thoughts. Like Shweta Patil says over here, self confidence is important. That's true. We will come back to that as well. But, give me 1 second. So, self confidence is definitely important. बट लेट्स लुक एट अ फ्यू थिंग्स. सो नंबर वन, आपके पर्सनैलिटी में आता है आपका इमोशंस. योर इमोशंस प्ले अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट पार्ट. द वे यू थिंक, योर थॉट प्रोसेस is very important. The third thing, my friend, is very important. Is from the emotions, from the thoughts, the result is your behavior. आपका रोज प्रतिदिन का जो लोगों से जो आप बात करते हैं, कन्वर्सेशन करते हैं, लोगों से रिलेट करते हैं, हाउ डू यू कनेक्ट विद पीपल, हाउ डू यू कम्युनिकेट पीपल, how do you come across to people, that's also very important. So your behavior plays a very vital part as well. So your personal development includes your emotions, your thoughts, and your behaviors. Now I have a question for you, and if you want, you can write it in the chat button or you can think about it. Is, if you rate yourself, do you think you can handle your emotions really well? If you rate yourself between 5 to 1, wherein 5 is the highest score and 1 is the least score, where would you rate yourself? Or what about thoughts? डू यू थिंक यू हैव पॉजिटिव थॉट्स दैट कंसिस्टेंटली आपके माइंड में आता है? क्या आप हमेशा सकारात्मक सोचते हैं, पॉजिटिव सोचते हैं? आर यू अ पर्सन हु कंसिस्टेंटली थिंक पॉसिबिलिटीज, सोल्यूशन, फाइंडिंग अ सोल्यूशन, रिजॉल्विंग थिंग्स, रास्ता निकालना? आर यू द पर्सन हु ऑलवेज सेज लेट्स फाइंड आउट अ वे, इसका कुछ और रास्ता होगा, इसका कोई हल होगा, इसका कोई सोल्यूशन होगा? आर यू अ पर्सन हु ऑलवेज कंसिस्टेंटली थिंक्स दैट? और आर यू अ पर्सन हु सेज जिंदगी बर्बाद है यार, क्या बोलेगा यार, तकलीफ है यार, चल रहा है यार, तबीयत खराब है यार, मूड ऑफ है यार मेरा, यार पता नहीं इसका क्या होगा यार, मैं बर्बाद हूँ यार? सो आर यू अ पर्सन हु यू नो हैज नेगेटिव थॉट प्रोसेस? एंड देन योर बिहेवियर, जब आप लोगों के इर्द गिर्द होते हैं, वेदर इट्स योर फैमिली, whether it's your friends, whether you're on a Zoom call, whether you're on a Google Meet or you're on Geo Meet or Google Hangout, any other तरीके, जब आप लोगों से फेसबुक पे चैट करते हैं, आप सोशल मीडिया पे बात करते हैं, व्हाट्सएप पे बात करते हैं, फ़ोन कॉल करते हैं, do you come across as a person who's loving, who's kind, who's patient, who's gracious, who is who is pleasant to speak with? आपको क्या लगता है कि लोग आपसे जब बात करते हैं तो क्या they feel nice to speak with you, whether they are family members, close ones, or they could even be your customers, your colleague, your manager, your boss, or anybody? Do they enjoy having conversation with you? So emotion, thoughts, behaviors, where would you rate yourself? 5 being the highest, 1 being the least. Now, there is an important thing that I want to tell you, my friends. The important thing is this, that it is very important for you and me to differentiate ourselves. बहुत ज़रूरी है कि हम अपने आप को, in fact, I'm going to write this down. It's very important for us, to, it's also very important, जैसे आप देख रहे हैं यहाँ पे, that you got to differentiate yourself. There is, what has happened right now is, earlier, before what you're going through right now, life was still comparatively much easier. But now, because of what's happening, economic downturn, people losing jobs, businesses being impacted, people जो placement चाहते हैं उनके लिए struggle हो रहा है. The challenge is there is a huge competition. Would you say yes? Would you agree to that or no? There is a huge competition because people who were supposed to get jobs are not getting jobs. People who are supposed to get career opportunities are not getting career opportunities. And there is a lot of challenge and there is a lot of competition. And because इतना सारा competition है, important ये है कि क्या आप अपने आप को भीड़ में से एक यूनिक पर्सनैलिटी आपका दिखाई देता है क्या? Because if your personality is the same like anybody else, then you will be in that long queue of competition to get through. And therefore it is very very important, my friend, for you to differentiate yourself. आपको अपने आप को differentiate करना पड़ेगा. You'll have to set yourself aside. And in order to set yourself aside, it is important for you, my friend, to differentiate yourself, to create a brand of yourself. आपको अपना एक ब्रांड क्रिएट करना पड़ेगा. ओके okay? और वो ब्रांड क्रिएट करना बहुत ज़रूरी है जहाँ पे आप अलग दिखे. Now, where is your brand created? My friend, your first brand is created. अगर आप ऐसे पर्सन हो जो जॉब के लिए यू नो जॉब के लिए या करियर के लिए ग्रोथ करना चाहते हैं, इफ यू आर अ पर्सन लाइक दैट, देन इफ यू आर ऑन लिंक्डइन, ensure that your LinkedIn profile is very professional, that it is really really well made, and it looks like somebody who understands business. Okay, are you consistently posting good stuff on LinkedIn जिससे आपका brand build हो? Then even on Facebook, even on Instagram, YouTube, whether it's WhatsApp, what is the profile picture you're putting? What is the cap? वो कौन से पोस्ट आप डालते हैं? Are they depressing posts? Are they loose talks post? आप लोगों के Facebook messages पे comments क्या करते हैं? Very important, because that's how, my friend, your personality is developed. Now, I have an example. A lot of people are looking out for jobs and they're saying, I'm not getting job, I'm not getting job, I'm not getting job. But there is this one girl I saw जिसने ऑनलाइन एक वर्चुअल स्टिमुलेशन में कार बनाया, and as a result hundreds of people want to hire her. Rather than she running after people, people are actually running after her. So what I want to just tell you right now, my friend, is it is very important for you and I to create the pull factor. Okay, I'm just writing it down on the board for you. Is, my friend, you and I have to create something called as the pull factor. The pull factor मतलब होता है कि लोग, people want to talk with you, people want to have a conversation with you, people want to reach out to you because there's something about you which is a differentiator. And it is very important कि आप अपने social media को, whether WhatsApp है, Facebook है, LinkedIn है, WhatsApp status है, कहीं पर भी, ensure that you are creating a very positive image of yourself and do not create a negative image of yourself, because वो आपके career के लिए, आपके success के लिए impact होगा. Friends, if you're finding what I'm sharing helpful, just write down in the chat button below so that I know that you are, with me, that you're able to hear me, that you're able to, understand whatever I'm saying really well. So, create a pull factor जहाँ पे लोगों को ना अट्रैक्ट हो, जो लोग आपके बातों को सुनने के लिए, आपके स्किल को, जो भी आप करते हो, people are interested in what you're doing, my friend. So for that, create a pull factor, pull factor wherein people are waiting to have a conversation with you. And that's how you can differentiate yourself. Make sense? Now, at the end of this session, this is just a 45-minute short session. And this 45 minutes mein, what I also want is the last 15-20 minutes, I want to take and answer a few questions of yours. So agar aapko koi bhi questions hai, what I want you to do is, we want you to write down the questions in the chat button and ask them at the last 15 minutes. Okay? Last 15 minutes में हम आपके questions and answer लेंगे. We will take your question and answer. So if you have any questions, write it down in the chat button. And before we move forward, my friend, what I'd like you to do is, I hope, sorry, there was a bit of an interruption. I apologize for the trouble. So go ahead and right now click on that subscribe button. Click on that subscribe button and subscribe to Bobby Dsouza. Right now, अगर आपको जो भी आप देख रहे हैं, if you like what I'm doing, click on the subscribe button and you will get a lot of notification of all that I do. Okay, give me 1 second. I am just checking my. So I would request you to go ahead and subscribe to the Bobby Dsouza channel. And when you subscribe to the Bobby Dsouza channel, what will happen is you will be able to, see all the work that I do. Also, you could go to Instagram and search for Bobby Dsouza and see a lot of my work. So Bobby Dsouza Inspires is what you could go to on Instagram. And right now, just subscribe to Bobby Dsouza over here, and you can see a lot of my other work as well. Now, let me just continue. Okay, and Juhi says I have already subscribed to the channel. Vamika says I've already subscribed to the channel. Thank you, Vamika. I hope you're doing well. And oh, a lot of people are responding. Thank you so much for your kind words. Let me move forward. So remember, don't create a push factor. लोगों को push मत करो आपके बातों पे यकीन करने के लिए, आपको एक्सेप्ट करने के लिए, बिजनेसेस आपको एक्सेप्ट करने के लिए. You create the pull factor by working on your social media, so that every time you're communicating to people, to your thoughts, to your emotions, to your behaviors, let them see a positive image of yourself. Now, let me just move forward. So, what are the four steps? What are the four steps? What are the four steps that can actually help you टू बिल्ड योर पर्सनैलिटी? वो चार फैक्टर्स क्या है जो आपकी पर्सनैलिटी को बहुत डेवलप कर सकते हैं? सो सम पीपल आर जस्ट राइटिंग सम मैसेजेस ओवर हियर. थैंक यू फॉर योर मैसेजेस. Great, great, great. That's nice. So I'm going to take the questions at the very end. So just hold on. So the four steps to build your personality is as follows. Okay. अगर आप अपनी पर्सनैलिटी को बिल्ड करना चाहते हैं करियर के लिए, प्रोफेशनल के लिए, वेदर यू आर ट्राइंग टू बिकम अ सिंगर, एन आर्टिस्ट, यू आर गोइंग टू गो इनटू एक्टिंग, यू आर गोइंग टू डू सम हॉबी, अगर आप बिजनेस डेवलप करना चाहते हैं, इफ यू ट्राइंग टू बिकम एन एंटरप्रेन्योर, इफ यू ट्राइंग टू बी अ फ्रीलांसर, कंटेंट राइटर, कॉपी राइटर, इफ यू ट्राइंग टू बिल्ड अ फुल टाइम जॉब, एनीथिंग, my friend, the first skill, and even if you're a person who's not doing a full-time job, ये जो first वाला element है, ये my friend, I can assure you that this is such an important thing that all of us need. And that first step, my friend, that all of us need is called as step number one, is called as self awareness. Okay. And that, my friend, is a highly, highly, highly critical thing. This, my friend, is one single factor. It does not matter whether you're a businessman, it does not matter whether you're a housewife, you're a mom at home, आप business run करते हैं, job run करते हैं, college में पढ़ते हैं, कुछ भी करते हो. If you can develop your personality as an individual, my friend, by building self-awareness, what happens as a result is, you can handle your emotions better. Self awareness is the ability to say कि मेरे अंदर क्या चल रहा है, right now what's happening within my mind, within my heart, within my thought process, क्या चल रहा है, what is my strength, what is my weaknesses, what am I thinking, what am I feeling, what am I doing. जब आप अपने आप को परख सकते हो, जब अपने आप को, you are able to examine yourself, when you're able to examine yourself, when you're able to assess yourself, when you're able to evaluate yourself, when you're able to identify SWOT, your strength, your weaknesses, your opportunities that you have for your career, and the threats that you have that can stop you from growing. अगर आप अपने बारे में अच्छे से जान पाते हो, अगर आप अपने आप को जान पाते हो, what happens as a result, my friend, is you develop a personality that becomes emotionally strong. You can manage your stress better, you can manage your work life balance better, you can manage your career and your personal life better, you can manage your relationship better, you can manage your relationship with your boss, with your manager, your colleague, your team, your friends, your family, everybody. Most importantly, you can manage your relationship with yourself better, with, my friend, yourself better. आप अपने आप के साथ, you can manage your emotions better, you can manage your personal relationship with yourself better. It's very, very important for you, my friend, कि आप every day you're able to spend some time with yourself and ask yourself, how's my self awareness today? Do I know what emotions are going through my mind? Do I know what is going through my thoughts? Do I know what's happening in my heart? Am I feeling negative, am I feeling positive, am I feeling good, I'm feeling bad, and how can I sort it out? And self awareness, my friend, is a very, very important trait जो आपको ज़रूरत है. Okay, I personally suggest using a diary every morning to write down your feelings, your thoughts. अच्छा लग रहा है, बुरा लग रहा है, whatever you're feeling, write it down on a diary and then learn to sort it out. You're angry about something, you're negative about something, anything, sort it out before the sun goes down. Don't just take the negative thoughts to the next day. इसलिए self awareness build करना, my friend, is very, 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 very important. Okay, now that is the trait number one that you need. Tell me if you're finding this helpful, write it down on the chat button below. Okay. Now, step number two. The step number two that you need is an interesting one. And if you can guess what it is, I'm going to write it down for you. Okay. And the second step, my friend, is called enter. Okay, think. I'm just writing it down. So, the second step is think like a business owner, my friend. ये बहुत ज़रूरी है that you start thinking like a business owner. Very, very important that you think like a business owner. You know, uh, thinking like a business owner, thinking like an entrepreneur. Imagine अगर आप एक बिजनेस को खुद रन करते हैं, खुद का आपका बिजनेस है, whether it's a shop, whether it is a beauty parlor, whether it is a workshop, a company, an organization, जो भी, if you're trying to run your own business, how will you run the business? Will you not take care of your money? Will you not take care of the capital? Will you not take care of your finances? Will you not take care of your day? Will you not take care of your task? Will you not take care of your team? Will you not take care of yourself? एक एंटरप्रेन्योर जो होता है, एक बिजनेस ओनर जो होता है, अपने बिजनेस के बारे में पूरी तरह ध्यान रखता है. आई वॉन्ट टू टेल यू माई फ्रेंड, यू आर द बिजनेस ओनर ऑफ योर लाइफ. वुड यू अग्री टू दैट? My friend, you are the business owner for your life. And therefore, it is very important that you think like a business owner. अगर कोई प्रॉब्लम आता है लाइफ में, यू डोंट से कि मॉम यू टेल मी द आंसर, ब्रदर यू टेल मी द solution, girlfriend can you help me, sister can you help me, friends can you help me. You say I am the business owner, how can I find a solution? जब आप ये सोचते हैं कि आई वांट टू थिंक लाइक एन एंटरप्रेन्योर, आई वांट टू थिंक लाइक अ बिजनेस ओनर, एक बिजनेस ओनर क्या करेगा? अपने लाइफ के सारे एस्पेक्ट को, अपने बिजनेस के सारे एस्पेक्ट को वो ध्यान देता है. माई क्वेश्चन इज, विल यू थिंक लाइक अ बिजनेस ओनर? दैट माई फ्रेंड is step number two. Is basically step number two, that is to think, my friend, like a business owner, right? So thinking like a business owner is basically step number two. Are you owning your life? Business owner जो है किसी और को blame नहीं करेगा. He will not blame, the team members. He will not blame a colleague, a team member, a boss, a manager, a family member. A business owner will take 100% responsibility of his life. Would you agree to that? एक बिजनेस ओनर जो होता है, अपने बिजनेस के सारे एलिमेंट को, फाइनेंसेस को, टीम को, ऑर्गेनाइजेशन को, प्रोडक्ट को, सर्विस को, ब्रांडिंग को, मार्केटिंग को, सब चीज का वो ओनरशिप लेता है. वो बोलता है कि द बक स्टॉप्स हियर, आई टेक कंप्लीट रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी ऑफ माई बिजनेस बिकॉज इट इज माई बिजनेस. नाउ आई वांट टू आस्क यू माई फ्रेंड, are you the business owner or are you an entrepreneur of your life? So if you want to build a personality, my friend, right now, are you a person who's blaming a sickness? Are you a person who's blaming your family member? Are you blaming situations? Are you blaming the past? Are you blaming somebody? Are you blaming your boss, colleague, anybody for your success? If you want to be successful, my friend, you got to say that everything that happens in my life is my responsibility and I take 100% ownership of it as a business owner of my life. Would you say yes? Would you say yes, my friend? So, thank you for your kind words, everybody. Thank you for your kind words, everybody. So, think like a business. So, number one, step one, be self-aware of your emotions. आपकी feeling में क्या चल रहा है? Take a diary, write down your feelings, sort out your emotions every day. Be self-aware. Develop an ability called emotional intelligence. जो आपकी इमोशंस को कैसे मैनेज करता है, वो सेल्फ अवेयरनेस में आता है. Number two, think like a business owner. Take 100% responsibility of your life in all ways. You can't blame anybody else. It's your life. Okay? Now, let us look at step number three, my friend. Now, step number three, my friend, is called as empathy. Okay? Step number three is called as empathy. Okay? Now, anybody, why do you think this is so important? Empathy. You know, So, step number three, my friend, is building empathy. Okay. Step number one, self awareness. Step number two, think like a business owner. Quality number three is building empathy. Now, कोई मुझे बोलेगा, Bob, why do we need empathy? Why do I need empathy? What is the meaning of empathy? Empathy का मतलब है that you are sensitive to the need of somebody else. You're able to put yourself in the other person's shoes. You're able to understand what the other person is going through. You can understand the struggles that somebody else is going through. you know Now, why is this important? Now, think about it. Let's say you have a customer. Okay. And you're a project leader, project manager, you're a team leader, you're part of a customer service team. It does not matter कितना बड़ा आपका skill है, but the organization is looking for one very important thing. Organization is looking कि क्या आपको अपने customer का, अपने manager का, अपना colleague का, अपनी team का, are you able to understand what they're going through? Do you really care for them? Do you understand what they're going through? And if you're a business owner, if you're a team leader, if you're a student who's looking for a job, you cannot just develop skills but have no emotional connection to people around you. Remember, people will be able to trust you, people will be able to buy from you, people will agree with you, people will even subscribe to your channel when you are able to build that relationship with people, wherein you can really understand what, the other person is going through. And I just want to tell you one thing, my friend. Recently, Ratan Tata, he made a statement wherein he said, that unfortunately, in the culture that we live in the corporate culture that we're living in India, unfortunately, we do not have a lot of empathy for the employees. उसने ये बोला कि ये जो recently जो financial situation हुआ है, जो challenges आया है, during this time, lot of organization and just have laid off people. They have told people to leave the organization. Which I understand that people are looking to get profits. They are saying कि business में loss हो रहा है. But Ratan Tata said this. He said कि I have an airlines, I have hotels, I have so much, but मैंने एक भी employee को company से नहीं निकाला. Do you know why? Because he says these employees have taken care of the organization for so many years. And today, when there is difficult time, the first thing that we're doing is we're throwing off the employees off the organization. It's almost like putting an orphan child, little small child, on the roads and telling him, take care of yourself. It's almost like, uh, taking a little baby and putting them on the street. Kya hoga baby ka? And that's what he says. Every organization is looking for people जिसके अंदर एक, सहानुभूति है, सिंपैथी है, एक एम्पैथी है, एक लोगों के लिए फील होता है. And are you a person who's got empathy for people around you? Do you care for people? Is a very, very important trait. It's a very, very important trait that all of us need. Now, let me come to the last one. So, we looked at self awareness, think like a business owner, that means take 100% ownership, build empathy. Okay. Now, the last one that I want to talk about. Now, the last one, my friend, the last one is an interesting one. And that, my friend, is called being result oriented. Being result oriented. And that, my friend, is step number 4. Okay. So the first one we looked at is self awareness. Second one is think like a business owner. Third one is empathy. And the last one is called being result oriented. Now, What do you think is being result oriented? Result oriented का मतलब ये होता है कि when, just give me some what minute, I'll drink a glass of water. The meaning of result oriented is that when your organization, when your team, you get into a new job, आप career बना रहे, it does not matter whether you're a leader, you're a manager, you're a colleague, you're a student, whoever, जब भी आप एक organization के लिए काम करें, or even if you're trying to run a business, my friend, freelancer, जो भी आप करते हैं, it's very important that you are, you know, at the end of it, getting things done. You're able to get results. For example, your manager says कि I need the report. आप ये नहीं बोलते, oh my god, I don't have the answer, मेरे पास आंसर नहीं, मेरे पास सोल्यूशन नहीं, I don't know what to do. That's not a solution. Organizations ऐसे लोगों को ढूंढ रहा है जो जिसको हम एक प्रॉब्लम, फॉर एग्जाम्पल वो उनको एक प्रॉब्लम देता है और बोलता है कैन यू फाइंड अ सोल्यूशन फॉर दिस, एंड वो बोलेंगे हाँ, यू नो मेरे पास आंसर नहीं है, आई नो यू डोंट हैव द आंसर, कैन यू फाइंड द आंसर. And that's the question. Can you find the answer? If you don't know the answer, can you find the answer? Can you ask someone? Can you talk with someone? Can you seek someone? Can you take an advice from someone? And that's very important, my friend. If you say like problem है, मेरे को पता नहीं मुझे क्या करना है. And one famous line जो मैंने over the years I've seen over the years is people say this line called as I don't know, I don't know, I don't know. When you say the line called I don't know, you're saying that I cannot find the answer even in the future. So when you, rather than saying I don't know, you could say I don't know yet, but I will find the answer. Tony Robbins brings this great example when he says, a lot of people, when he asks them, are you looking to achieve success? They say yes. So how are you trying to achieve success? They say, I tried everything. मैंने सब कुछ कोशिश किया. So the question he asked is, you tried everything? They said, yes, I tried everything. Okay, everything का मतलब क्या होता है? Did you try one time? Did you try 2 times? Did you try 3 times? Did you try 5 times? He said, no, I tried everything. Now everything का मतलब 1 million, 60,000 times, 30 times. So if you tried 5 times and you're giving up, my friend, you didn't try everything. Result oriented people, they will say ki I don't know the answer yet, but I can find the answer in your family, in your organization, anywhere. Okay, are you a person who can find the answer? And that's the question I have. I hope I got the spelling of oriented right. I think that's the spelling. I apologize for the mistake. Result oriented, I apologize for the mistake. You are a person who's result oriented. You can find a solution. And I can just tell you one thing, my friend. Right now, you can join a lot of Facebook group, a lot of LinkedIn group. You can join a lot of WhatsApp group, and you can get a lot of lessons. For example, अगर आप डिजिटल मार्केटिंग इंप्रूव करना चाहते हैं तो यू कैन ज्वाइन अ लॉट ऑफ फेसबुक ग्रुप जहाँ पे डिजिटल मार्केटिंग के बारे में सीखे. अगर आप लेट्स से सॉफ्टवेयर इंजीनियर बनना चाहते हैं तो यू कैन फाइंड अ ग्रुप जहाँ पर सॉफ्टवेयर इंजीनियरिंग के बारे में बहुत सारे टिप्स मिलेंगे. If you want to find if you want to find the answer, my friend, you can actually find the answer. Okay, so we've almost come to the very, very end. We've come to the very, very end. So thank you for your kind words, everybody. Thank you for your kind words, everybody who's has shared your message, your thoughts that you have mentioned. Thank you so much for all the kind words that you've shared. So now before we move to the question and answer session, I will recommend to you, please go to the YouTube channel right now of Bobby Dsouza, where you already are there, and subscribe. And right over there, yes, I subscribe to the channel. Go to Instagram, search for Bobby Dsouza Inspired, and subscribe to the channel. And also, my friend, you can also go to Bobby Dsouza on Quora. I have more than 1,24,000, 26,000 actually views on Quora. Okay, so many views on Quora. You can go to Quora and find a lot of answers to your questions. So go to Quora right now, subscribe to the channel, follow it. And right now I come to a very, very important part is I want to help you to answer your question. तो अगर आपको ये जो 4 factors improve करना personality, if you want to improve the 4 factors to improve personality, we spoke about 4 things. If you got any questions related to things that we discussed, feel free to ask a question by writing the message in the chat button below. We'll highlight it and answer it. And while you're writing the answer, there is one thing I want to tell you, my friend. Did you see at the very end when I made a mistake? I corrected it, right? I said I was wrong. Successful people, who have great personalities, have something called as, self awareness. एंड सेल्फ अवेयरनेस का मतलब ये भी होता है कि वो जानते हैं कि ये मेरी खामी है, वो जानते हैं कि मेरी गलती है. दे नो दैट दे मेड मिस्टेक्स, एंड व्हेन दे नो दैट दे मेड मिस्टेक्स, दे से आई एम रॉन्ग. डिड यू हियर दैट माय फ्रेंड? इज दैट हेल्पफुल? I have learned this over the years, my friend. When you make a mistake, you say something called as I am wrong. Okay? You accept it. You know, you're able to accept it and you're able to say that I am wrong. मैंने गलती किया, I made a mistake. So it is very important for you, my friend, to say that. To say that, my friend. It is very important for you to acknowledge your mistakes. Only if you acknowledge your mistakes and build self awareness, my friend, you can correct yourself. लेकिन अगर आपको लगता है कि मैं हमेशा सही हूँ, I'm always right, how will you find answers? How will you ask for answers? So I hope you found the session helpful. Can I request you, go ahead, अगर आपको लगता है कि आपको कोई questions है, please write down in the chat button and we'll just take a few minutes, answer the question, and we'll say goodbye. So if you got any questions, go ahead, please. And thank you so much. Okay, go ahead, ask a question, anybody. अगर आपको कोई भी questions है, please ask a question. Vamika Shetty, thank you so much for your kind words. Such a beautiful thought you said. Sabita Roy says, very, very important to accept mistakes and really improve oneself. Thank you, Sabita. I hope you're good. Stay blessed, stay strong, stay powerful. Okay. All right. Okay. And let me just see. Thank you for your kind words. Guys, any questions, please go ahead, ask a questions, and I'll be glad to answer any of your questions that you have right now. Okay. While you're thinking of a question, my friends, let me also tell you that I have something coming up for you very, very soon. I am, in order to improve your personality, okay, one of the key important thing that you need to develop is confidence. And I have an online course which is already ready. It will be published in some time. It's an online course. It could really, really help you. So stay tuned. We will share more about it very soon. Okay, so let us take one questions. And Prashant, anybody's got a question, please put it in the chat button. Here is question number 1. So here is your question. How to control negative thoughts, sir? That's an interesting question. And can I ask other people also to respond in the messages below and write your answer कि आप अपने emotions को कैसे control करते हैं? How do you control your negative thoughts? Write down in the answers below. Okay, Vinaya Patil also asked a question, but let me answer the question. How do you control negative thoughts? Okay, Prashanta Patel. Okay, thank you firstly for coming over here. It's a joy. May I just tell you, stay strong, stay blessed, and the best is, आपके लिए बहुत amazing life ahead है. Don't give up in tough situations. Okay, so here is your answer. How do you handle negative thoughts? Step number 1. When you are having negative thoughts, you go to build, like we said, step number 1 was building self awareness. Self awareness का मतलब होता है building the capability of you to understand exactly what's happening internally in your emotions. Okay, so you have a negative thought, okay, and you have positive thoughts. Both of them, there is always a friction between both of them. For example, आपका mind आपको बोल रहा है, you know that I'm a loser, that things are not going to work out for you, you're going to fail. आपके माइंड ने आपको बोला कि you're a loser. Okay, what you do is you take a diary and pen, and honestly मैं ये करता हूँ, and you can use a diary or you can even use apps like Google Keep. I use a digital diary called as Google Keep. So what you can do is you can take a diary, and what you can do is you can write down your thoughts. You can write down your thoughts like this. You can write down your thoughts and say, what am I feeling right now? Right now I'm feeling very negative. Okay, exactly negative में क्या लग रहा है? I'm feeling like a loser. Like a loser मतलब क्या लग रहा है? I'm feeling that I'm good for nothing. So write down I'm good for nothing. Okay, then ask yourself this one question: am I really good for nothing? ask yourself, you got to challenge your negative thoughts, my friend. You got to challenge your negative thoughts. So you got to, am I really good for nothing? Okay, write down 3 reasons why you have negative thought process. तो आप बोलेंगे because I failed in my exams, because my parents say that, or because my, I proposed to somebody in my college and she said no to me, or I went for job placement, didn't happen. 4 reason. Okay, now Prashanta Patel, and for anybody else, then you ask yourself, how could this even be wrong? You have to challenge your question thoughts. So here you would ask yourself, okay, why am I not a loser? Write it down on a paper. Then you'll say, okay, because I passed in my 10th standard. Did you pass? You'll say yes. Did I pass in my 12th standard? Yes. Did I pass in my graduation? Yes. Did I pass in my BBA? Yes. Did I pass in my MBA? Possibly yes. Did I get a first time job? Yes. Okay. Does my family love me? Yes. Do my friends like me who are very close to me? Yes. तो 4 रीजन है जो आपको बताता है कि आप लूजर हो, लेकिन 10 रीजन ये है जो आपको बताता है कि आप लूजर नहीं हो. तो सबसे ज्यादा पलड़ा भारी किसका है, नेगेटिव का या पॉजिटिव का? यू वुड से पॉजिटिव का. सो देन एक्सेप्ट द पॉजिटिव, रिमूव द नेगेटिव. ओके, now Prashanta, that's the answer for you. When you feel negative thoughts, write down your thoughts and then ask yourself, are those thoughts really truth or are they just thoughts? Okay, now one good way that you can build, one good way that you can build, one good way that you can actually build positive thoughts is you can listen to something called as affirmations. I don't know whether you've heard of the word called affirmations. Affirmation basically is the ability for you, my friend, to identify what are the truths about yourself. आपके बारे में सच्चाई क्या है? And there are some powerful, very very powerful, affirmations. And in fact, you could just go to right now. अगर आप right now, if you're on YouTube, you can just go to Bobby D'Souza and just write Bobby D'Souza affirmations. You could actually go to Bobby D'Souza, put affirmations. Okay. Now, what are affirmations basically, my friend? Affirmations basically is, okay. In fact, I'm going to show you a little example. If you can see my screen right now. Okay, I'm going to try or let it be. Okay, so what is affirmations basically? Affirmations basically are the truths that you tell yourself. Like, I am confident, I am powerful, I am strong. So listen to affirmations for 21 days every morning. Listen to powerful truths about yourself and slowly steadily आप देखेंगे कि आपका नेगेटिव थॉट जो है पॉजिटिव हो जाता है. प्रशांता पटेल ऑल्सो इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. ऐसे लोगों के साथ टाइम बिताओ जो बहुत पॉजिटिव है. We have a WhatsApp group called Community. Join that group, and if you want more details, send me a message on Instagram, and I'll help you. Okay, so join a WhatsApp group, join some groups जहाँ पे बहुत पॉजिटिव लोग हैं and automatically आप पॉजिटिव बनेंगे. So that's how you can handle your negative emotions, negative thoughts. Okay, thank you. Then somebody asked me a question. Okay, now Vinaya Patel says, how can I stay strong in this tough times? कि मैं इस tough times में कैसे strong बनूं? बहुत बहुत अच्छा question है ये, by the way. How to stay strong? Okay, I've said this in so many of my sessions, my friend. If you want to stay strong during tough times, my friend, you got to sanitize your mind every morning. Just like when you जब आप बाहर जाते हैं, when you're going out in the market and you're trying to get vegetables, and every time when you come home, you're sanitizing your body, right? You're washing your hands, you're putting a mask. Every morning you need to take some time and quarantine your mind. आपको एवरीडे कुछ टाइम निकालना पड़ेगा और अपने माइंड को क्वारंटाइन करना पड़ेगा. और आप कैसे कर सकते हैं कि एवरी मॉर्निंग व्हेन यू गेट अप, डोंट टच योर फोन फॉर 30 मिनट्स. ओके, डोंट टच योर फोन फॉर 30 मिनट्स व्हेन you get up in the morning, and when you go to sleep, don't touch your phone for 30 minutes. But in that 30 minutes, my friend, inspire yourself. Listen to something that is very inspiring. Listen to great inspiring content. Listen to content that will really really help you. Listen to affirmations जो मैंने आपको बताया. And what you can also do is, my friend, you can also, pick a copy of my book, which is called as Fallen to Rise, which is my story. You can book, you can pick this book from Amazon, and you can read it. It will really inspire you. So pick up books that can really really inspire you, that can help you, my friend. And again, hang out with people who are strong. When you hang out with people who are strong, my friend, you'll become stronger. Remember, You hang out with 5 people who are complainers, you'll become a complainer number 6. If you hang out with people who crib all the time कि जिंदगी बर्बाद है जिंदगी बर्बाद, you'll become the 6th person who will become जिंदगी बर्बाद. If you hang out with people who are rich, you'll become rich person, my friend. So hang out with people who are positive. So stay strong in these tough times by doing all these things. Okay, I'm going to take one last question. Okay, Sabita says, okay, Rohan, I will take your question. Rohan has a question. I'll answer that question in a minute. But Savita says, what are your thoughts on overthinking? Okay, what are your thoughts on overthinking? Uh, my friends, I just want to tell you that I got like more than 1,26,000 views on my questions on Quora, and you can follow me on Quora. And there are so many answers that I have on those questions. Um I have so many answers on quite a number of questions you could follow on Quora. But this is one question जो कोरा में बार बार लोग मुझे पूछते हैं कि what are your thoughts on overthinking? मैं overthinking को कैसे manage करूँ? I was discussing with somebody who's very close to me, and that person gave me a very nice perspective. Sometimes, the reason why we overthink is because we are trying to take control of our life. We are trying to control every aspect, every thing about our life. हमको लगता है कि ना कहीं हम ज़्यादा सोचेंगे ना, if we are able to think a lot, we are able to somehow control the outcomes of our life. But my question is, do you really think that no matter how much you try, do you think आप अपने लाइफ के हर एक एस्पेक्ट को कंट्रोल एक्चुअली कर सकते हो क्या? The truth is no. You cannot control every aspect of your life. There will be challenges that you will face, my friend. So stop controlling every aspect of your life. The example that I have, and I've shared this in so many sessions of mine. I'm taking a glass of water right now. Guys, what do you see right now? You see a glass of, you see a glass of water, right? Now, if I hold this glass of water for 5 minutes, what will happen? You would say nothing will happen. What if I hold this glass of water for 10 minutes? What will happen? You'll say my hands will start paining. What if you say if you hold on very strongly to it for 30 minutes, what will happen? Your hands will pain more. What if you hold this for one day? You will say कि मेरा हाथ नम हो जाएगा, मेरे को बहुत struggle होगा. My friend, it's very important for you to prepare yourself. It's very important for you to live a happy life. It's very important to have insurance and protection, cover, and आप अपने को संभालो, But at the same time ना, कोई भी चीज़ को ना दबोच के पकड़ के मत रखो कि मेरा सब कुछ सही होना चाहिए, सब कुछ सही होना चाहिए. You cannot control your future, my friend. You cannot control everything in your life. One of the reasons why people are overthinking is they're really, catching hold of, they're trying to, keep everything perfect. They're trying to ensure कि life में कभी कोई pain ना हो. And I just want to tell you that's not possible. You're very over ambitious. So, just let go and say, जो होना है वो होगा ही. जो नहीं होना है वो कैसे भी नहीं होगा. Did you hear what I said, my friend? So don't hold on too strongly, to things, is my suggestion for you. So one of the ways is don't hold too strongly to things. Number two, how you can handle overthinking is, my friend, you got to prioritize what do you think. Example, right now let's say one of you is रात को ना आप सोने को जा रहे हैं and 12 बजे रात को suddenly आपको thoughts आ रहे हैं and आपको बहुत सारे thoughts आ रहे हैं. So what you do is challenge your thinking, like I said earlier. Take a diary and pen and write down all the thoughts जो आपको लग रहा है. Write down all the thoughts. So I'll say, okay, this is I'm feeling this, 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 I'm feeling this. Okay. So I'm feeling this, I'm feeling. Hold on, give me a minute. I'm feeling one, I'm feeling this, I'm feeling this, I'm feeling this, I'm feeling this. You're feeling all these things. Okay. The question you ask yourself is, write down all the thoughts and say, point number 1, thought number 2, thought number 3, ये तीनों में से मेरी लाइफ में कौन सा चीज़ मेरे कंट्रोल में है एंड कौन सी चीज़ मेरे कंट्रोल में नहीं है. व्हाट इज इन माई कंट्रोल एंड व्हाट इज नॉट इन माई कंट्रोल. व्हाट इज नॉट इन माई कंट्रोल, आई कैन डू नथिंग अबाउट इट राइट नाउ. सो व्हाट यू डू इज से आई एम नॉट गोइंग टू थिंक अबाउट दिस. पॉइंट नंबर 3, इज दिस इन माई कंट्रोल? नो, आई कांट डू एनीथिंग अबाउट इट राइट नाउ, सो आई कट इट. बट अगर मेरी लाइफ में अगर पॉइंट नंबर 1 कंट्रोल में है, व्हाट आई विल डू इज आई विल ओनली फोकस on point number one. I will only focus on point number one. I don't know whether I did it correctly, but let me just tell you, कि if you're overthinking, write down all that you're feeling, then ask yourself, इन सारे 6 पॉइंट में से 5 पॉइंट में से कौन सी चीज़ मेरे नियंत्रण में है, कौन सी मेरे नियंत्रण में नहीं है. जो नहीं है उसको कट कर दो, और जो नियंत्रण में है, ask yourself when you want to sort it out. Okay, I'm going to sort it out tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. I will sort it out at 2 p.m. I will sort it out at 3 p.m. tomorrow. And then say, I have to sort this at 3 p.m. tomorrow, so I don't have to overthink. I need to let go, relax, listen to some great music, listen to some sounds of rain, listen to some great soft music, of waves and rain, something which is of nature. Go to sleep. That's my answer to your question, Sabita. And okay, a lot of people are actually asking question. I am going to just answer one question, guys, and we're going to end. Okay, Pradeep Patel has a question. Pradeep, I think I answered your question already. Did I? Pradeep का ना आंसर नहीं किया मैंने. I will answer the question of Prashant. Okay. Prashant has got a question, and Prashant's question is, okay, thank you, Prashant, for your kind words. Okay, Pradeep says, how to be more consistent in life. Okay, my friend, the word consistent, and this is a very important question. It is more important for you to be consistent rather than be talented. Because some people are very talented, but they have, उनके लाइफ में ज़्यादा कुछ होता नहीं है. So it's more important for you to be consistent rather than be talented, because talent है आपके अंदर बहुत है, लेकिन अगर आप उसको consistently करते नहीं है, it's not going to help you. So how do you be consistent, my friend? Very simple answer. Spend time with people who are very consistent, and automatically, my friend, you will start rubbing into their lives, and you'll start becoming consistent as well. Okay. One of the ways you can be consistent, my friend, is find a mentor. अपने लाइफ में कोई ऐसा पर्सन फाइंड करो जो आपसे ज़्यादा जानता है, जो आपसे ज़्यादा ज्ञानी है, जो आपसे ज़्यादा सक्सेस पाया है. Spend time with those people, and then share the goals that you have for your life with them, and tell them, I need help, I want to be consistent. Then you put down 1, 2, 3 goals that you have for the next 1 month, 2 months, 6 months. Write it down, share it with your mentor. When you share it with your mentor, what happens is, ask your mentor to request him कि please मुझे आप suggestion दो कि मुझे क्या करना चाहिए. What your mentor will do is will give you suggestions, but the other thing he will also do, my friend, is from time to time he will ask you whether you've been consistent with that specific task or not. For example, if you're a person who wants to learn the guitar, and you're telling your mentor, I want to learn the guitar, so he will ask you a question saying that, how many times a week do you want to practice? You will say twice a week. So every week he will ask you whether you're consistent or not. Sometimes it could be a friend, it could be a family member, somebody with whom you can share your goals, and keep asking them to check on you. This is also one way for you to be consistent. That's my answer. Okay. If you have more questions, my friend, tonight, okay, we have something called as a community call, where you can join the session free. It's at 10 p.m. The link will be shared below, in the YouTube description and in the comment section. You can join the Google Meet call we're having, and you can learn more also. Okay, friends, I hope you found the session really helpful for you. Um, Thank you for all your kind words, everybody. Thank you for all your kind words. Thank you for all the kind words that you have shared. I really, really appreciate that, my friends. Okay, I cannot answer all the questions because we have exceeded the time limits. I have a number of meetings to get into. But, okay, there is one thought that Rohan had asked. I could try and answer that question. Thought. Rohan says over here, empathy giving is good, but collecting from someone else is bad. Rohan, the meaning of empathy basically means that you understand what the other person is going through. You genuinely understand. Just like your mom, our mom and dads really understand what we're going through, right? And that's not a bad thing. When somebody cares for you, that's a beautiful thing. But it should not be that it has to only be one way, that you tell your family member कि आप मेरा care करो, आप मुझे serve करो, but I will not care for you. I think that's not done. It's important for us to always have everything in two ways. If you have a family member or friend or someone जो हमेशा चाहता है कि आप उनको कॉल करो, आप मदद करो, आप उनको सर्व करो, but you're the person who never helps them, then I think it's not a good way. So always have a two way, my friend. It's always important to have two way. And if you feel that the other person is taking advantage of you, my friend, then you got to speak up and tell that person. Okay? My friends, I hope you found the session helpful. Remember, the four factors that can build your personality is very, very important. One of them was building self-awareness. The other one was building empathy. The other thing was being result-oriented, and we also spoke about, you know we also said that, build a business owner mindset. Okay, thank you so much for your valuable time, my friends. Subscribe to Bobby D'Souza, and take care. Connect with me on LinkedIn. You can connect with me on Amazon. Picking up Follow to Rise, you can go to YouTube, subscribe to my channel. You can go to Quora, you can come to Instagram and subscribe to me. Thank you so much for your time. Take care and lots of love. See ya and bye.